to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. I'm looking down to my front yard. I can see some squirrels out there on the lawn waiting to get capped. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. There you go. Put your guns in the air. There you go. You are joining us live on Rumble because, you know, we're on the Rumble because YouTube won't let us. We can't touch guns like that. I am right now. This is the...
Get better numbers on Rumble. Just tell everybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, Gideon, I saw your thing today.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish up, Hank.
No, I was just gonna say I've got a Ruger 5.7. What do you have there, Walt?
I have my EOD gun, but I added today the old school mount for the handle carry type gun, and threw on the Gideon Optics mediator, and it works perfect.
Oh, sweet. And then Babyface, what are you showing off? Well, I'll go for... Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
is that a different one? Oh, okay.
No, this is the Luger I've had for 3-4 months now.
All right, very cool. This is episode... What? How long?
Walter said a month, and I said no, more than that.
Yeah, I think it's been more than that. I think he had it since last year. So, this is episode 1060 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Free for all Monday, of course, with Babyface P that you see over there. Walter Keller of Safe to Harbor Firearms. Hold on a second. Let me see if I could go full screen. Let me see if I could do this, Walt. Hold on. I got to choose... let's
choose
go.
life.
Walter Keller. There you go. Okay.
So as I was saying in my post about this optic, I said I moved the EOD gun into the 21st century. So, and it works out really well, actually.
What is that optic you're using? Gideon, I think you said, right?
Gideon Mediator, the Mediator.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
So I've had it on multiple different rifles, but it worked out. The height's just right for this thing here. You know, you can't co-witness or none of that monkey business, but yeah, works out really well.
Very cool.
I mean, I didn't have it with me Saturday when we were up at the clandestine testing facility.
Oh, okay.
I did bring the EOD gun, but when I got back home, I said, let me see if this mount that I have works. Which
something more modern.
I've got a few of these mounts actually I acquired recently. Yeah, originally first time I ever saw a setup like this, they had a Seymour, the old school Seymour sight, which was it's a red dot, but it's old school red dot.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. I don't know who knows what that comes from. There you go.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so let's see. Shout out. I'm going to do some shout outs to the folks out there right now. I see Jade Grew is out there. Night Train, C. Bullis is out there as well. I don't know if I'm missing anyone. As you guys are coming into the chat here, please smash those thumbs ups. You know, we need those thumbs. Like, however you got to do it. You know, if you hate us, do the thumbs up. Whatever. Just smash those thumbs ups for interaction. So
it's all good. You can thumb up, thumb down, sit on your thumb, whatever.
Interaction.
Put your thumb up your brim.
And give your thumb missile in your buttocks, you know.
Shout out to Shooting Gallery, Eddie, that I see out there. He says, hey, what's crack-a-lackin' from Shooting Gallery?
Joe was helping me mount this whole thing up today. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it looks good.
What does NE mean? Because NE doesn't seem to mean anything anymore.
You know, that's a good question. I wouldn't know. I believe that Joe should... I believe he should go by Joe Juice. That's me personally.
Should go by something.
Yeah, I like Joe Juice. I like Joe Juice.
Florida man.
I also looked up. I looked up the Joe Juice thing, and there's nothing bad as far as I could find about Joe.
No, why does he not like Joe Juice? I think Joe Juice is awesome.
Oh,
Or
I
Florida
think
Gunman. Florida Gunman would be a good one, Patrick. That's a good one.
thought he
Manly
called-
fluids. Manly fluids.
I
Yeah.
thought he called the oil that he used Joe Juice.
Yeah.
Or is that just something we made up?
No, he
Well,
called it Joe
I think I started calling it Joe Juice, and then whoever makes that thing started calling it Joe
Yeah,
Juice,
so it's a
also
great
something
name.
like that. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I say go for it. Yes, that looks good. So let me show off the logo that we have, as we usually do. We usually do a logo for each show here. We make a brand new representation of the show. Look at that, dudes. What do you think about that? Look at that. Yeah.
Well, you got the news covered pretty good, I think.
Yeah, we got the damn it, I forgot what this thing is called already.
Conclave.
No, this hat thing that the Pope has. Oh my gosh.
I'll
look it up.
The
I'll look it up.
Pope
But
hat.
the Pope hat is called a tiara, I think. Some kind of papal tiara?
Pope's tiara. It's literally
Yeah.
called a Pope tiara. Yep. Terrible name.
Yeah, horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm obviously usually a skull. Walt's the eagle. Look at that majestic eagle, Walter. Majestic eagle. And of course, our friend the scruffy dog, Babyface P.
It's so cute
That's right.
back there.
Yeah,
What's hanging? What's hanging by his ear there? Is that part of the collar, or what is that?
Oh yeah, I got like an earring. I got like a lock earring from the.
I don't know. I don't think that's part of the call. I don't know. That's a good question. That is a
just have
good...
to see.
Because it looks like he has some kind of bandana around his neck.
Yeah,
'Cause
got
I
like
see-
part of the flag around his neck or something.
There's something going on there. I don't know. And of course, there's a
Maybe-
gold gun,
maybe-
and there's Alcatraz in the background. Look at that.
Yeah, that's such a far fetched idea. It's pathetic.
Yeah. So
Have you seen inside of Alcatraz what it looks like?
I never went there to the actual place, but I saw the movie The Rock. I love that movie with Sean Connery
Yeah.
and
That whole fucking place is falling apart. So that concept is just plain old internet
Did
bait.
did I miss the memo that prisoners need the highest quality living quarters ever?
Patrick, stop. You know where you live.
If we're putting the worst of the worst in there, we'll do it.
okay, I guess we're talking about this one immediately.
I mean, even the basic amenities in that place, just it's falling apart.
So
You see lobster out of that place.
So here's my thing about him using Alcatraz, right? That's outside of San Francisco, right? That is the most expensive. Isn't it outside of San? I'll look it up.
I don't
But-
think
it's
it's
in San
technically in the
Francisco
city.
Harbor Bay. Yeah.
It's in San Francisco, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how expensive?
But it's not in the city.
No, it's not. But yeah, it's its own thing and all of that. You know how
It's its own
freaking
thing, yeah.
expensive it is gonna be. Which I think Walter. I don't know if Walter just said that. It's gonna be fuck all expensive to redo that place, secure it, and then put manpower over there.
Yeah, it's silly. That's a silly thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a silly
I think
thought.
I think
There's
Trump's
a
been
3D
watching
model
too
on
many
top.
movies. Huh? There's
There's
what?
a fully rendered
Oh
3D
yeah.
model of Alcatraz. If you Google Alcatraz, Google has a fully rendered 3D model of it, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And I don't. Who technically owns that? Is that the feds that own that place?
Yeah, that's federally.
Good question.
Yeah.
Or if it's not, it's in the Park Service probably. It's in
Let me look that up. Alcatraz. Since it's a
National Park
thing.
Service. Walter's right.
National Park Service. So he can.
In 1972, the National Park Service purchased Alcatraz. So,
Oh,
I
72.
don't know
Wow,
how
that's a
you
long
would-
time ago.
That's how long
it's been closed
It's
for a
been closed a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a running museum going there, and they take visitors and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
in San Francisco last time, I wanted to go, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to sign up for it like days ahead of time to get on the ferry. It's a kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I've only seen videos and stuff like that of people going through there, but I think there's lots. I'm fine with people getting sent off to Venezuela or whatever.
You know,
I'm not
if
complaining.
if they're so heinous and they kill people or rape people, there's an easier way.
Yeah, there is. Ain't nobody
You
doing
know,
it, though,
all you gotta
unfortunately.
have is some rope and some wood, and you got it all.
2
done.
shots.
No, you don't waste a bullet. Just use the rope.
There, what were we watching?
I think
It's
that's
I was watching some-
isn't hanging against some kind of convention? I think hanging is against some kind of internet.
No way. I think you
I
can still
thought so.
hang people, right?
I don't think you can hang people anymore.
No,
Let's see.
that's just in your mind. No.
Okay. Let's.
don't
Massive
think there's
rock.
any
Hanging is not a legal execution. The last
That's
hanging
just
was in 1996.
So it's
Well-
allowed. It's legal or illegal?
It's not currently legal. It is
Yeah, it's not
outlawed.
legal
not-
to hang people.
It's
It's
considered
not
cruel
in
and
the-
unusual, even though it's like instant.
It's not in the system. Trust me.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
can change. Remember we have a place
Can't-
called America, the Gulf of America. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
The perfect thing for Cinco de Mayo. They should have waited until Cinco de Mayo to call it the Gulf of America.
If I had a company, I wouldn't mention anything about fucking Cinco de Mayo. God, man. I was over.
Firing
I was.
Squad
I was.
also-
I,
Go
I
ahead,
was
Walt.
ranting about that before Trump got elected, and I'm still fucking ranting about it.
Yeah, Walter.
Celebrate-
Yeah. Today I don't know how Walter took it, but Walter was going like in our own little. We have our own little circle of
Group chat.
group chat that we do, and Walter was going off, and I was like, Walter, where did the bad man touch you? And Walter's like, he's just like, what the hell does that mean?
I wasn't going off. I just said Cinco to fucking go home. Oh, that kind of thing. And then and we got a good laugh. Me and Joe were laughing about it.
No, I was laughing too. I was just messing with you. I was like, oh, Walter woke up and he had some extra bran in his cornflakes this morning. He was,
I had my
He was
normal
going
breakfast
in.
and had some OJ and yeah.
yeah, going in.
No. I can't. I understand it. It's called money. It's a drinking holiday, for stupid
Oh,
Americans
yeah.
that don't know
It's a
anything.
marketing-
Oh, Cinco de Mayo,
marketing
yeah.
thing.
And there's a lot of Latinos in America that respond to it but its background is like a socialist communist kind of background, right?
It's like wait, really?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
It's
So what's the
celebrating
problem with it?
Mexican
No way.
independence.
Okay.
Mexican independence.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
yeah,
then
so we
what's
don't
wrong?
care.
So, yeah.
What the fuck is
You're not
wrong with it?
Mexican
We're not in
independence.
Mexico. We're not
Yeah,
in
we're not
Mexico.
We
Do we sell-
Texas.
We
Texas
celebrate a
got
bunch of
it.
shit that has nothing to do with
No.
America.
We don't
It's-
celebrate Boxer Day. We don't celebrate any of this
Yeah.
other bullshit.
Yeah. If anyone out there, I can't think of any holidays we celebrate right now, but I thought we do celebrate holidays that don't have to do with America.
That reminds me. There's this one dude on the internet. that
Valentine's Day is
talks-
made up nonsense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
Valentine's
not-
Day is
that's not a-
bullshit.
It's another one
That's
that
not
it's paid.
Yeah. And
But yeah, it's not another
and-
country's
yeah.
made up holiday.
Yeah. And December 25th was not when the little black baby Jesus
Oh,
was
baby
born.
Jesus came when he was born into.
You guys are confusing everything about what I meant. This is not about baby Jesus. This is about some fucking country that we don't even need anymore. Anyways, yes.
You know what's the funny thing about Mexico? The thing in the news today was that the Mexican president, I want to say,
She's a female.
That woman.
yeah, she
Yeah.
was refusing. Like Trump offered her the use of the military to help go after the drug gangs, and she refused. Okay,
Do you know why?
she
It's
would
'cause
get
she's in
murked
on all
out.
of it. She's profiting from it somehow.
You know what?
Man.
I think it's okay that she didn't take the offer because I'm one of those people that doesn't believe we should just let them all just destroy each other over there and then take over Mexico. Why not?
No, we don't.
Yeah, we can have
We
Mexico.
don't need. Oh no, we don't need that clusterfuck.
Listen, Mexico gave us Salma Hayek. Yeah.
I don't care if they gave you every fucking girl you always wanted to screw. I don't care.
You don't want any part of Mexico? We might have.
You know what I want?
something.
You know what I want from Mexico?
What?
Fuck the land. I don't care about the land. Most of it's a dried out piece of shit. I want the oil. I want the oil wells out in the Gulf of Mexico. All right, that's what I want.
The Gulf of America?
Yeah. Who's oil
don't-
wells? I thought those were our oil wells already.
No, Mexico's a major oil producer.
Oh, No, so just for that we could take it. But there might be some rare earth out there. You know, there's definitely
hardly anything.
There's definitely peyote out there.
If there was rare earth there, we'd already own the fucking place.
Yeah, we would have it.
There is no rare or the Chicoms.
Let me hold on. Let me see what's the major. Hold on. Should I go to Grok for this too?
I'm on Grok right now. What are you going to ask it?
What are the major natural resources of Mexico?
Major natural resources.
A bunch of Stevens.
Let's see.
Petroleum, natural gas, silver. They do have a lot of silver. Copper, some gold, zinc and lead, timber, arable land, so farmable land, fisheries, and some uranium and coal.
Yeah, very just pulled it up now. Petroleum, silver, gold,
so,
timber.
Nothing against
they don't have a
Mexican Pope.
Not a lot.
Are we going to get a Mexican Pope? Is that what you just said?
We're going to get a black Pope, Mr. Hank Strange.
No, I don't know.
No, that's not.
Are we going to get? I believe we will get the first transgender Pope.
No.
You
got your head stuck up your ass.
They're gonna get. I think the popes are gonna get more liberal. You don't think so?
No. Well, have you seen the guy that's in Papa Pizza or whatever his name is? People are upset because we're on here, so I can say. Well, does this go on YouTube? So I can't really say it. Calling gays the F word, a bundle of sticks. The bundle of sticks word.
Oh, so the people. I don't know who's in the running for the Pope.
I guess in private conversation, that's what he calls gays, and so that got leaked out there. They're all mad about it.
Oh, so who's in the? Let me. So this is another Grok thing.
Pizza Papa, or whatever his name is.
Listen to me for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me for a second. Filipino guy's one of the main contestants.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think they would pick a Filipino, a Filipipi,
because that's a burgeoning. That's
an
area.
I like Filipino people. Filipinos are cool.
I'm sure they're nice, but
yeah.
If it's between an Italian and a Filippipi, they're going to pick the Italiano every day. Mr. Papa Pizza is going to be the next Pope.
You guys don't understand the brand. They're looking to expand the Catholicism thing all over like Asia, and the Philippines is a major Catholic country.
Yeah, very big. Yeah.
And the Filipino guy thinks a lot like the guy that just died. He's kind of
that's what we don't want.
Well. Yeah, but
let me. This is
what it's about, man.
This is the question I wanted to ask first before we even got onto the subject of the Pope. Are you guys Catholic? I'm not Catholic, so I believe in God. You're Catholic, Walt, right?
Well, yeah, that's the way I was born. Yeah. So.
Okay, you were born Catholic.
Pizza-balla.
Yeah.
Papa Pizza Balla.
Oh. Yeah, I believe in God. I believe in God. I don't follow any churches. I do not believe in churches. The Roman Catholic Church, the worst of all.
The papacy is craziness to me.
Stop paying straight.
Come on, they're pretty bad. Come on now.
The papacy's bad.
They're bad.
Stop, both of you. Russian Orthodox.
Who's Russian Orthodox?
I don't know if the Russian Orthodox is worse than the papacy.
It's part of the FSB, and it's all a front for the.
Oh well, yeah, it's a front for that, but the papacy now is a front for the New World Order. The whole, they're trying to get everybody ready.
Yeah,
and not for the second coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of the high ups in the Roman Catholic Church that shouldn't be there. In my personal opinion, there's a lot of messing around with the kids and stuff like that's been going on with those bastards.
The Papa Pizza guy, they were complaining because that's what he said is that all of the men that were caught with boys are a bundle of sticks, and I guess the liberal media heard about that and got mad.
Okay. So is this one you're talking about, the Cardinal Cristobal Lopez Romero?
No, it's Pizza Balla. Pizza Balla is the guy's name.
Oh, there you go, Pizza Balla. Oh, was that
Pizza
who you're
Balla,
talking about?
I'm not making it up. It literally is Pizza Balla.
Pizza Balla, yeah, it is Pizza Balla. It's right there.
Mr. Papa Pizza.
Yeah.
Papa John is going to be running the papacy.
Canada. Here's a Cardinal Ambongo?
Yeah, that's the African.
Yeah. Oh, from the Republic of Congo. Okay. So one of my peeps. Doesn't make any difference. I personally don't believe in the church. This is like, but this is like the Da Vinci Code to me. I don't believe in the Roman Catholic Church. No way.
Did you watch the? He was on. Was it Rogan? That the actor that didn't like Jews and got in trouble. Oh God.
Are you
Mad
talking?
Max.
Yeah, you're talking about Mad Max. Yeah, Mad Max is
I can't.
Oh
Jesus,
damn
why
it!
can't I remember his name?
Am I getting old?
Saying it right now. Mad Max. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson,
was
yeah.
on. Yeah, Mel Gibson's Catholic, and he was on Joe Rogan talking about the papacy.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
But he doesn't. But he doesn't. He's a certain
Believe in
kind
the
of
modern-
Catholic.
6 seconds.
Yeah,
5
he's a
seconds.
certain
Don't
kind of
believe
Catholic.
the
We're gonna get more of this when we come back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not so free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory.
All right. So can I show you guys who's gonna be? Here's my prediction. Who will be the new pope? Here we go.
Why
Pope Trump.
Why do they fall?
This
for
is the new
over
pope.
and over and over.
There we go. There's the new pope for you.
The weak-minded.
They just fall for the jokes over and over.
The weak-minded.
That's not even the best one. Did you?
There you go.
Wait, hold on.
That's not the pope you're looking for.
You're right. Hold on. Hold on, Walt. I'm fine. I know where exactly. Where is it? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna
Not
do.
the pope you're looking for. You not
This
go
is-
to Rome. You don't want to go to Rome.
Yeah. So did you guys see?
I don't.
Did you guys see this one? Hold on. This I thought was genius from. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I gotta. Did anyone see the Trump Jedi?
Mm-mm.
I
No.
might have.
You didn't see Trump Jedi? Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
Yes, big
Trump
muscular,
Jedi.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I think people were mad because they said his lightsaber is red.
Yeah,
So-
he's evil.
Yeah, so those are the bad
but,
guys.
you know,
But
to be a Jedi, you don't have to be a musclehead to be a Jedi because you have the Force,
Correct.
yeah,
Correct.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who came up with that thing.
and the Force is stronger than those muscles. You know what I mean?
Right. By the way, all of liberals out there in all their movies, the bad guys are the good guys. So, right? Have you noticed that? All their movies, the bad guys are the good guys. So if you look at Thanos, for example, they all agreed with Thanos that you should wipe out half the world. So, here's another one. Here's a good one right there. Very good. It's awesome.
Yeah, why they give him the red lightsaber? That's not.
Yeah, every time.
That's a liberal doing that. That's why.
Yeah, but yeah.
He's not the savior or nothing, but
Mm-hmm.
We live in strange times.
Yeah. This is like have you guys ever seen the Da Vinci Code? The whole thing with the Pope is like the Da Vinci Code. That's what. Remember the first Da Vinci Code was all about the Pope,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you ever watch that, Walt? You ever see the Da Vinci Code?
No, I know the concept, but
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very powerful people, man. Rome has its own bank,
has its
They-
own little army. Yeah.
own army, lots of money, lots of
That's,
treasure.
Come on, come on. That's
Yeah.
that's religion. That's organized religion. Hello, come on.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
why the priests are not allowed to marry, because back in the old days when they married, they would lose all their money and land when the wife took it after
Yeah.
they died.
everyone can only
So
be
they said-
married to Jesus.
Nobody else gets married because nobody gets the property.
Right. And in the sense of all fairness, if you ever look at those, you guys ever seen those hood preachers, like the black churches? Those dudes, they wear fur coats, big gold rope chains. Like there's one in Gainesville, Patrick. Have you seen that? There's a black church in Gainesville that they have. They used to have. I don't know if they still have it. A big billboard, and you would see them like fur coats and jewelry
Oh, no, I
and
haven't seen
balling out.
Well, let me
Balling out,
tell
so-
you, good old fashioned white Christian big ass churches, the people in charge all roll pretty high too. So don't
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery says the Preferiti. Opus Dei. That's what he was saying. And he says that was the second movie.
The potpourri. What's a potpourri?
Yeah. Preferiti. In other words, the preferred. The elite. Shooting Gallery says Da Vinci Code dealt with the Holy Grail. Look at Joe actually looking at a movie. That's so cute. There you go.
Oh, look at Joey. He think I looked at a movie. Yeah.
Watching a movie.
So what is this gun that PSA's come? Forget about religion.
The rumor is that they're coming out with a Bison tomorrow.
Where'd you get that rumor from?
Our group chat.
Oh,
Where
okay.
it came from there, I have no idea.
Yeah, Mr. Bullshitter says, "What's up, Hank, Walter, Babyface, P in chat." Shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to you guys. We got 20 people watching us live now, so I would like to see 20 thumbs ups, please. Please hit those thumbs ups, people. We need, love, and appreciate all the thumbs ups we can get so that that Rumble floats us up here. Okay, so rumors. What?
I'm going after Crump in the chat because I don't understand what he's saying. He's saying, I don't know where the ST comes from.
PSA is releasing a Stizon?
I don't know what Stizon means and then he said that's the original
Stizon
name, but
is
it's
the
not.
original.
No, it's
EP19 Bison is the original name, so I don't know where he's getting Stizon from, unless that's some like American thing.
That's the knockoff one made here, bro.
Right? Okay. No, that just reminded me.
Stuff and things.
So is this? Is this from Reddit?
I have no idea where it's from.
Because I'm looking. I just goozed. Okay. Do you guys see what I'm throwing up here?
I guess that is what's getting released tomorrow. It's not an actual Bison though.
Is this a kit?
That's not a Bison.
Oh.
Well, it's an AK. It's a standard AK. That's not what the Bison looks like. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's a facsimile of a Bison. A real Bison, the receiver is cut in the front where the magazine clips into. That is a standard AK mag. AK part.
Stuff and things makes it so they can work with a PSA, so it can work. With
Yes. It's not a true Bison. I guess that's where Stizon comes from. I'll show you a Bison. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, so there's a ton of things about this out there. So yeah, this is probably happening.
Oh wait, I walked away, but y'all can still hear me, can't you?
Yeah, where are you off to? Okay.
Hold on, I'm getting Bison. I got to go find it. All right, here's Bison. Here's Bison.
I feel like we might not want to see this, Walt. He might be tricking us.
Come on, kid. Back inside.
It's a Jedi mind trick. It's a Jedi mind trick.
I feel like we are getting... Oh, boy. Hold on a second, Patrick. Let me go full screen on whatever you're about to do here.
Dirty. The box is a little dirty, but...
okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, boom.
I bought into this, 7 years ago. This is my version of the... of Walter's, what's it called? The belt bed, the Shrike.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my Bison.
Patrick is collecting parts, and he is about 5% in.
But I actually have the Shrike.
Here's the important stuff, though. I have a barrel.
Okay, nice.
I have a front sight block.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this is for the rear section. It's in the front sight, but it's where the
you know what's funny about this, Walter? Patrick is serious about this.
Yeah, this is a Bison. And it just reminded me that I'm already invested in this project. So I pinged the guy that is working on this, and I said, hey, we were supposed to get receivers a year and a half ago, and I haven't talked to you since then. Where the hell are the receivers at?
Okay.
So I got... Did you just see that?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
They're watching you. Come here again.
Somebody's watching you.
Somebody's hair's growing. Yeah, time for a haircut.
Yeah, so this is all American-made Bison parts, including a barrel. And I have no idea when the next set of parts.
How many years do you think he has on that, Walt?
Legit. I think I bought into this in 2016.
Okay, it's a start.
I'm out $1,000 as of 2016, and I have that. So it'll happen eventually. This guy's just taking forever. It's a
And
one-man show.
who is this?
He's
Like
making things.
you gave someone money and he's making these parts or sending you what's going on?
The flats are shipped. Okay. No, it's Chitin Defense is the guy that he had a Bison kit. He then took the kit and backwards engineered it, and was having companies best he could make parts for him. But he was, I guess, it's like anything else. You run into trouble. You get 100 of this thing, and it's like it doesn't turn out perfectly. So I'm fine waiting. I got most of the hard parts. The only thing besides this that's really difficult to find is the bolts and the receiver. I guess receivers should be coming. He says they're at Childers getting worked on now, and then bolts will be the last thing, and then everything else is just AK off the shelf. So I can build once I have the receiver and the bolts. I can do everything else myself.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you ever undertake this project, Walter? You have any parts? You found anything in like
For a Bison?
I wish.
Yeah. Oh,
I wish
okay.
I could find a Bison kit, an original Bison kit. I'm never going to see another one.
I mean, if you did, you might be able to get
I would
Babyface to
I would
trade that
snap it
ACR or something like that.
He don't. A real kit is. You probably couldn't get it for 3 or 4 ACRs. So
Really?
What are you doing back there? Get out of there.
Okay.
because it doesn't exist hardly. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There are only so many came into the country, and then they're the other one. So I guess I can't say that's all we need, because then you can't even fire it because nobody has real Bison magazines.
Yeah.
So
John is still calling it a Stizon. He says they're gonna sell
it's a stuff
Stizon
and
equipped
things.
PSA.
Stuff and,
AK.
stuff and things.
Yeah,
So.
stuff and
It's
things.
stuff and things Bison.
Stuff
Yeah.
and things. Yeah. Okay, cool.
This
Stuff and
one-
things are
this
cool
one
guys.
here-
I saw them at the GunCon last year, and then I think I
This
saw them
is-
at SHOT Show too.
This project here is one of those things that it's like it's a project amongst like 35 guys have pitched in to work on this project, and he just gives us updates every couple months, and you hear
Okay.
like, hey, I had a problem with this dude, so I'm taking the files over to somebody else to see if he can produce them. Okay, the guy made those files, I'll get them out to y'all in the next like 3 weeks, and then something just randomly shows up. So
That's cool. That's cool.
it's like, yeah, over the forums sort of thing that you hear something shows up in the mail every now and then, and it'll get built out eventually.
It's like a long-term investment that will probably pay off, and it's probably
It will
going
be
up
the
in value.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could get out of this kit to one of the other guys in the group for more than I have in it, for sure.
Well, wait, hold on. Except that now PSA is going to start selling it. So what happens now?
Stizon. They're not. This is actual. This is a clone of a Bison.
So
it will
then it's
be
not an actual
clone correct.
it's not an actual Bison then.
No. Nobody. We can't get Russian kits then. Nobody has a Russian kit anymore. Those are gone. So no, this is remanufactured, modern parts, new production parts.
Okay, all right. Walt's
But it's
showing
not. It doesn't use the stuff and things stuff.
method of doing it.
It's-
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a Bison.
Oh, okay.
Copy.
Yeah.
It's a Bison copy. Yeah, it's a
Listen,
real
it's a
Bison
good
copy.
deal for the stuff and things guys that they didn't get bought by PSA, did they?
I hope not.
Hopefully not. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully. And I'd have nothing against PSA. I like the PSA guys.
I don't either, but I don't
But
like.
stuff and things
don't like-
guys, I hope they're staying independent.
All I have to say is Freedom Group. Just remember that. Right?
Yeah.
It can happen. It can happen to anyone. So.
Yeah. What about
Sure.
your gun that is never going to show back up?
Uh,
Because
yeah,
PSA
the-
decided to kill it.
no, you're talking about the
STG.
STG.
I think eventually it will come back to life, but if it doesn't, oh well.
Yeah,
chalk
well,
it
it's
up
just it's going to take somebody getting motivated to actually do it. I think that's the problem right now.
Yeah, I mean PSA might have backburnered it just because they want to get other things out, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think so.
So take the easy route first.
Yes.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit. Absolutely. I get that.
Which, coming back to the Freedom Group thing, like PSA has a better business plan. I've actually talked to
I understand
the folks
that.
over there at PSA. So yeah, they have a better
If
business
there's
plan.
money to be made with low hanging fruit,
Mm-hmm.
grab for it.
When things are as slow as they are now, businesses have a tendency to pair off the things that are not making any money.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you just hang on to them because you bought them, So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with PSA. I'm just saying
No.
I don't like to see one company with lots and lots of stuff, because then you get
I'm in the same boat as you, Walter.
Yeah, you lose. It's like if you only had one car company and you had to buy one car from one car, you get the same shit that everybody else.
Oh, you would never get progress. You never ever get progress. Never. If we still had AT&T was the only phone company in America and it was never broken up, I think it's a good thing they broke up AT&T.
Our phone service is shit compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, but if they would have not gotten how's the best way to put it?
Broken it up.
Yeah. I think that we would still have those old big ass brick cell phones. There's a whole bunch of shit that would have never.
That's not. That was more to that story probably than meets the eye. So,
in terms of the monopoly of why they broke up AT&T, you're saying?
Yeah. Probably people had ideas for getting their paws into AT&T's part of their business. So.
Okay.
It's, just a thought. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. Couple of things. Let me get to some folks in the audience. Night Train says, mentioning earlier about Alcatraz, I just watched the Clint Eastwood Escape from Alcatraz movie earlier. Great flick. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it was a good movie.
Yeah, that's a dream, thinking that you're going to redo Alcatraz for prison. That's just...
Yeah.
You're better off to dig a hole out in the middle of nowhere and bury the whole thing underground, where the extreme security ones they have. There's no getting out of that fucking thing.
What's the name of the one in Colorado? FST Colorado or something that has the worst.
The Supermax.
The Supermax. It has like the bomber and held the
Unabomber's there. And
Has anyone seen this movie? This is my movie right here. I don't know if I could get this to. Have you ever seen The Rock? Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage.
And I don't know why somebody posted it last night. I guess it was because of Alcatraz, but they were saying that Novichok does not look green and it does not come in little glass balls. You know that scene where they pulled like the Novichok vials out, or and it's like a chandelier of little vials.
Yeah, looks like a Christmas ornament.
Yeah,
it was a good movie though.
It was a pretty good movie.
It was a Michael Bay movie, pretty good movie. That movie was supposed to actually be, like, if you really look at it, that movie was actually a James Bond movie in disguise. Because Sean Connery is in there, and he plays a secret agent, a British secret agent that the British government wanted to get rid of, and they locked him up. In America. Yeah, if you think about it, it's a good conspiracy theory.
When did Connery die?
Sean Connery, hold on, I'll tell you right now. I thought 2020.
Oh, he wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, 2020.
That's 5 years ago, but it doesn't feel like that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of COVID, it doesn't feel that long ago.
Guy, we lost a good 2 years of time where things don't feel right.
We wasted maybe 3 years of the whole country's existence.
Yes, and there's a lot of stuff we could have,
over some goofy, over the flu.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was looking at, every single day Trump is doing executive orders. Do you guys ever watch that? Like when he's just signing all the executive orders? You ever watch it?
Taking questions and talking to people?
I have watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to look at, especially when he talks about how, he's physically there signing it versus the auto pen that Biden was using or whoever. Like Trump said, we don't even know who was the. I saw this in a Venture Brothers episode where the guy said, "Don't tell secret president," and then Trump was like, "Yeah, who was really the president?"
There wasn't.
Did y'all see the? It's the award ceremony for the press that they have like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
You mean that White House thing?
Was that what it was? Yeah,
yeah, but Trump didn't go to it. Yeah, it's like a comedy.
They got all pissy.
Yeah.
The award that they gave to the guy that established that Biden was incoherent. It's insane that they finally one quote unquote journalist comes through and writes like an article saying like, yeah, look at this Biden, and this was after the election.
They should give that award to every American. Because everybody knew something was wrong with that dude.
We're hiding it, blah, blah, and all of us, it's like all of us knew. And now they're rewarding each other because, you figured it out. You told the truth for once.
You're so smart.
Everybody and their mama knew that something was going on with Biden. Biden knew something was wrong with him. The freaking Easter Bunny on the lawn knew something was wrong with Biden.
I still want to know who that is. I want to know who that was.
Secret president! The Easter Bunny was secret president.
Yep. Looking pretty good there, Walt.
Walter's working on a gun. I think he's tuning us out.
They're falling over. There's so many of them here.
Hold on, Walt. Let me go full screen on you. Hold on one second. Look at this. Before we, I don't know if I can actually. Let me see. Can I actually go to this? Let me see if I can go to YouTube and play this.
Can you fit audio in there? Oh, never mind.
No,
the child. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a distraction. Did we talk about this last week? The High Point is making ARs now?
I don't think we did, and we need to.
Yeah.
Or did we mention it? Walter said he wanted one. Maybe we did mention it.
Yeah, I definitely called dibs. So High Point is making ARs, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm curious. Did they put out a price point on them yet?
Let me see if I could pull it up.
Well, when Dave Kawaka was talking about it, he was kind of like, "Yeah, I guess I don't know." You know, they said, "What's the price point?" James Reeves asked him from TFB. I don't know.
I don't think it's listed on the website yet. Let me see.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it listed on the website. So, okay, yeah, some 18. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. So there's articles about it, but I don't think it's actually out there yet. Oh, that's it. That's a video.
No wonder. So, y'all ever had these?
So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see when the High Point ARs come out.
Yes, we have some right now. Actually.
Cantaloupe.
These are so good.
They're all right.
Soft dry cantaloupe. They're really, really good. And I was reading the back. No wonder they're good.
I thought we have some that are, I think, orange.
Mango? Or oranges. That'd probably be good, too. I was reading the back. Cantaloupe and cane sugar. No wonder it tastes so good.
Yeah, cane sugar is good for you.
Yeah, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, that's the natural sugar.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when they do that whole process, they give a little of sugar on the outside.
Yeah,
just to make
they taste fantastic.
Some of this stuff, once you freeze dry it, it just turns into.
It doesn't taste good anymore.
You need to salivate a little bit when you're eating that.
Publix had these BOGO, so we got that, and then we got berries, and they're obviously super good because Chromie has eaten almost the entire bag.
Oh, you know what's good? Hey Lola, can you get me that the purple bag of the fruits thing, Lola? Can you hear me?
Gummies. Give me that purple bag of gummies.
The purple bag. I want to show the purple bag. It's in the kitchen. Purple bag, woman. Purple bag.
Quick.
You know what I'm talking about, the purple bag. Yeah.
Is that your guy's code name for something? Come on.
Yeah, right?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Get the print. No, it's in the line of what you guys are talking about. It's my favorite snack. However, you're not supposed to eat
favorites.
Yes.
That I'm gonna throw at you.
Don't throw it at me. That's husband abuse.
You're not supposed to eat a whole bag in one sitting?
You guys, yeah, you're not supposed to eat it. But I do. I can't open this bag and not...
Pecans, yeah. Those are pure sugar nuts. All sugar nuts.
No, this is only 140 calories.
They're
Oh, per serving.
fantastic.
It's 4 servings, so it's actually
And how many servings? How many are in a serving? How many nuts? Like 3?
it says a quarter cup. 20.
Yeah, that's like this.
So
That's like
yeah.
nothing. But they taste great. Those things taste so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So
Oh, they're good.
it's really probably like about 500-600 calories, but that's still not bad.
Oh,
The
they're so
purple
good.
one, they have different colors. And what do we say? Sahali? Sahali snacks. Sahel. The maple pecans. Delicious.
Tomato.
I have to eat the whole thing when I open it.
It's Sahali.
Sahali? Okay, yeah.
Holly snacks.
Very delicious. It has
Pecan?
yeah. It has cinnamon, cherries, apples, walnuts. Very delicious. Great for snacking on.
Valdosta pecans, honey almonds, banana rum pecans. Holy crap, these all look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet and spicy gochujang almonds. Yeah, I would eat all of these. These all look fantastic.
Yeah. Just you can only have a quarter of a cup at a time, which I've never done.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I've never just had a quarter cup at a time, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, let me see. Oh, here we go. Here's a picture of the this is a picture that I found of the High Point.
It's just I want it just because it says High Point on the side, but it's just going to be
Yeah.
run-of-the-mill AR.
I asked him if they're going to do just lowers, and he said no,
No,
not
I
in the
doubt it.
beginning. No, so
Yeah.
but I would get one just to have a High Point. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at right now on the front, the number one article on the Firearms blog is the High Point HP-15, I guess is what they're calling it.
HP 15. Yeah. Okay.
And in the basic configuration, it's going to be less than $500.
Okay.
It has to
Cool.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now to compete in the market, it has to. Yep.
Yeah, it has no choice. It has to.
Yeah. And then there were some rumors around that whole thing of manufacturers of ARs or whatever, but so far as I know, I don't think High Point has bought any AR manufacturers. Yeah, so
If I had to guess, and this is totally a guess without knowing anything about them, they're going through some sort of OEM to get them produced. They're getting a variance on the lowers. I doubt they're making a lot of that in-house, even though they are known for making a lot of stuff in-house. So I could be completely wrong.
I'm not a betting guy, but I would say, yeah,
OEM.
they're not making
Yeah.
anything.
I have a feeling it's an OEM of some variety.
They might assemble some stuff, but they're not.
but who knows? They might get an OEM.
Big name brands like a BCM doesn't manufacture anything. They bring everything in house from OEMs and then spec everything out and tolerance check everything.
So, but are there AR OEMs that are going out of business or something like that PSA doesn't own?
Well, there's one. There's only Delton just went out of business. I want to say, which is in Daytona, isn't it, or Deltona?
Is it?
It's here in Florida. I want to say. So Delton went out of business, and then what was the other one we heard that was?
How the hell does an AR manufacturer in Florida go out of business? What the
Have you
hell?
seen how cheap ARs are?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
And mismanagement. They probably. You're competing with PSA again. We're back to PSA.
I mean, you should be able to just
Not what I
stamp
wanna
out
do.
some meme lowers, but yeah, I guess that kind of went away. The meme lower thing is played out.
Once again, when people are selling lowers for $30-something a piece,
Yeah.
it's a dog eat dog business. You better.
Yeah, I can go pick up. Yes, they're not expensive.
I mean, what
you're
meme
not
has not been put on a lower? I don't know.
Walt, there's an interesting one at the very bottom of the Firearms blog, which I don't know a lot about this gun. It is the second from the bottom on the first page, the 12.7 SHAK-12. It's a Russian thing that uses the 12.7 by 55 cartridge, which I don't know a ton about. It's subsonic and it's super, super heavy duty.
You said all the way down
You'll
at
see
the
it. Go to
bottom.
Firearms blog. It's a second from the bottom.
Okay, let's go
So
down
it's
to
it's
the
like a subsonic 50 cal.
Oh, right
that's
here.
shortened, I think.
This Ruger
That's
Precision thing?
up, right there. And it's a bullpup.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it uses like a shortened 50 cal, Russian 50 cal, so it might even be a Dush
The
round that gets shortened.
The Shack 12. Shack 12.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know a lot about it.
I've never seen it before. So
It's got a
so let's see. Their standard loading is a 911 grain projectile going 970 feet per second. Christ, that is a heavy bullet.
yeah.
It's a weird thing, but they had it
Yeah,
on there.
that's
So
interesting.
I might have to do some reading. Yeah,
So
it's a sentry killing gun, as far as I understand.
it's a what's killing gun? Sentry?
Sentry, yeah, it's for killing sentries, like if guards and stuff.
Okay, so this came from where?
It's Russian.
It's Russia.
It's Russian.
Yeah, you're never going to
It
see
doesn't
anything.
exist. They're just doing an article on it, so don't get your hopes up.
Vladimir Viktorovich.
You're not
Viktorovich.
going to
Love it.
ever see anything of that here, ever.
Nope.
'Cause that's like a special forces gun.
You-
That's not.
You
Cool.
won't even see that in Ukraine. If you were over there seeing all the action, you'll never even see this in Ukraine.
No.
This thing probably never leaves the armory. It's just
We better get some of these Ukrainian capture guns. We better get some of these, Walter. You need to talk to your people, Walt.
I know, Walter.
Yeah,
Go
Walt.
to your
Come on.
line.
I can promise you that the deals have already been made on all the surplus.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of the deals have already been made. I mean, once you got to be there and you got to say, "Hey, comrade, I'll take everything you can get your hands on." Blah 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 blah. You
And
shake
you better
the
have
hand.
green cash in hand. That's what they want.
What is you guys' number one things that you're looking for? I guess I'm waiting for the Grosjean,
Well,
right? That's what you guys
No,
are.
well,
AK-12s.
number
No,
one
you're not
thing
gonna
that
get
has
one of
to
those.
number one the thing that has to happen in Ukraine and might be part of the mineral deal is the trade agreement. They have in order to get that kind of stuff in, Ukraine has to be free of all these constraints on imports and
Yeah.
exports and stuff.
I wonder
Because
how that would.
If
I think
not,
that's
like,
all.
it's
That's
gotta
all
be
been. Go ahead, Walt.
favored trading status kind of thing. Otherwise, you're not going to see anything.
Yeah, I'd love to see some of that. A lot of that, even like parts kits. Have somebody go over there, chop up parts kits, and send them over. We would love to.
Yeah, didn't they sign all these deals off, Walt? I thought they did this last week.
They're still working on it.
The initial, I guess, signing that says that we're going to sign the other stuff. I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody in the press or out in the world has seen the actual agreement yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so they don't know what it is.
So, but once again, if that all includes trade and all that kind of stuff, then you'll see stuff out of the Ukraine. Because
And that picture, I showed you that. I sent that picture to the group the other day for that Russian optic that a friend of mine just got.
yeah.
And that was, I know the story of that one. That one came off the dark web. Well, not really, but came off the internet from a forum, and that came off of a corpse. Like that was lifted off of a dude in Russia and then sent back to the States.
Yeah, I mean,
There's plenty of that stuff over there.
Oh, that's every time you see something blown up or there's dead people,
Tons of that crap.
and it's everywhere. Yeah, so they'll be digging dragging that junk out of every hedgerow, every wooded area, every tunnel,
We'll have
every
tons
trench.
of junk.
Shit's everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be a couple of mines next to it too, or unexploded hand grenades and stuff.
Pull the pin on the grenade and just hold on to it as they die. Hopefully, you go rifling through their bags. I saw a video the other day of there was a video the other day of some Ukrainians going back into a town, and a guy opened a dishwasher. So I guess in Ukrainian dishwashers, they have a little thing that pops out where you put the detergent in, or it might have even been a laundry wash. He peeked it open, and you could see an old school Russian grenade inside. So he closed that, and then he went to open the toaster oven, and there was a mine in the back of the toaster oven with a string running to the front door. So when you pull it, it goes off. Which that is well documented. That happens all over there. They love doing
That's
that
just
crap.
booby traps. Yeah,
Yeah, they love booby trapping anything as they leave.
I heard. Speaking of tripwires and stuff, when this whole fiber optic drone thing is just freaking amazing. I don't
Terrifying.
that's amazing shit. So this guy's driving down the road, this Ukrainian guy, and he goes, "Man, I drove through a bunch of tripwires." This is when they first started using these things, and they look at it and say, "That's not tripwire.
Fiber optics.
They don't put tripwires on the road." And then it was like, "Oh fuck, that's the fiber optic lines from the
They were
FPV
over
drone."
there sending the drones out.
Yeah, so it's that shit is. There's no way to
Yeah.
stop that unless you break that connection.
Nope.
There's no way to stop
Yep.
the drone. So
Yep.
there's a lot of. I was thinking of ways you could get. Basically, you have those big Baba Yaga drones, and he just flies with like fishing line with hooks on it, and you just try to hook the fiber optic lines and break them. That's what
But you got to find them first. And
Hold on, let me.
Well,
So you're saying who has the fiber optic?
well, they
both
both
sides,
do
okay.
now, but the Russians started that. That was a Russian
Yep.
thing.
Because you can't jam them.
And so that's like a hard line to the drone.
Yeah, just like a fishing wire. Can you imagine like a fishing line, real fine?
Yeah, it's like back in the days when you used to get remote control cars. They had they had a line instead of
It had it
the.
attached. Yeah, it was attached.
Yeah,
to
it
the
wasn't.
control.
Yeah, before it became radio, quote unquote, radio controlled. Yeah,
Yep. It was
Yeah,
wired to the
basically.
controller.
yeah.
Basically,
Same idea.
Yeah, so that whole length of that, well, that thing went 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers, whatever. It's pulling a line out behind it, which is amazing. I don't know how it. Can,
That's
yeah,
what's crazy to me is how the hell does that
So
work?
it's this thing right here,
Yeah.
something like this. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's like a tow missile where it's always connected to the base and it's being guided by the person sitting there, but they have a mile of cable that goes along with the drone somehow.
Right,
I
right.
don't fully understand it.
That's the new tow missiles are not that way, but the old ones, yes, they had their wire guide. It's like a person's got to fly it into it, basically.
You're
you know.
steering it, yeah.
But those wires, Patrick, those actually had gold in them. Somehow I heard that guys would actually go out and try to find the wires because they were worth money because the coating in the
funny.
wire.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah, the technology and the stuff is changing so fast, and we actually canceled. We were making a new little tank that we were going to start using called, I think, the Booker or M10 Booker or something like that. They canceled the program because now with the drone thing, it wouldn't survive very long out in the real world. So they canceled the program.
Oh, M10 Booker light tank.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be
Warfare has shown how drastically warfare has evolved
very quickly.
and how quickly. I mean, that's the rumors. The rumors are that they're training soldiers now are training for underground warfare because they're expecting the next major conflict. You're not going to be able to go above ground because they're just going to drone your ass.
Well,
like everybody's just going to drone everybody else.
Ukraine it's different than a lot of that drone thing applicable in the city, but not as much, or in an urban environment, because in Ukraine it's just open fields pretty much and little villages.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no air. Nobody has air superiority either. Pretty much, it's a kind of a different battlefield than if Ukraine or Russians truly controlled the sky, they wouldn't need so much of that because they'd be flying their bombers would bomb right in and drop the bombs right on top. But they can't do that either because of
All
us.
right, Mama is home, which means I'm going to get my sandwich and go upstairs. I'll be back on in like 3 minutes.
All right.
On your marks, get set.
Food has arrived. Yeah. Yeah. Did you want to show off that gun you had some more while we're waiting for
What, the little one?
Yeah.
The EOD gun?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go full screen on you, sorry. And boom.
Okay, so yeah, this part here, the actual scope mount, is old school but when the ARs all had the carry handles. when they started putting red dots and stuff on them, they mounted them up front here, and I think they co-witnessed them, the early ones. I think, can't remember, but having this nice red dot on here makes aiming so much more easy. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see that in there. And
a little,
so, and it fits, and it fits in that space really nice for the handguard.
Nice compact.
And, So that's one of the guns I took up Saturday to do some shooting.
So now you did shoot this, right?
Well, not with the red dot. We did the red dot thing today in the shop, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna run in. Let me see. I could probably still run it in the video. So actually, let me see. Let me go to. I should probably go to Joe's YouTube, which is Shooting Gallery 1, and show. I'm only going to be able to show a part of it, but if you guys want to go to Shooting Gallery 1, you will see more of this. Let's see if we can get it.
Okay, that's the B&T with the safety harbor firearms stock on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like so pixelated. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not sure. When I was watching it earlier, it came in like that too. So these B&T stocks are available, right? You guys, you're better off to go to the go ahead.
As you see the stock as a stock, like for an SBR, yes, they're available. We're still got to make some tail hook adapters if you want to run a tail hook. We have some new machines that I found out today they're actually in the country and they're being checked out at Herco. And,
oh, cool.
And so now I have to arrange tomorrow the riggers.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
All right, looks like we got Babyface back in here. I was going to show off real quick. This is the video that you sent, I think, from this weekend when you were out shooting. Oh, do I have to play that again?
When I first...
Yeah, there we go.
Play the audio.
Oh, let me see.
Can't.
Because the audio is the best part.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get it to come through.
I think, anyways. Let me see if
No.
It's not coming through.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. What were you talking about in here?
Well, I just saying. Oh, here, I'll bring up mine and you can hear the audio. Huh? How about that? Oh, let's see here.
Yeah, I can't hear it. No.
Oh. What the fuck's going on?
Is your phone muted?
Obnoxiously loud before, too.
Oh.
We can't hear it, so tell us what was said.
What the fuck's going on?
Walter's trying to... He's trying to figure
Anyways, it was just me saying it was a lovely day out. And we're going to shoot some guns!
Yeah. Let me see. Let me check in with the folks in the chat, see what's going on. Cebolus said, I might get the High Point 300 blackout. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
You're Russian. Are they going to do 300 blackout?
I'm assuming. Yeah.
The article said that they were planning on it.
Okay, yeah. Well.
Should be easy enough, you know.
Oh, it's super easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're contracting with somebody else to make.
The thing with High Point having an AR-15 is, I think pretty much every gun guy knows the name High Point. Some act like they're too embarrassed to own High Points, but I know gun guys.
Yeah, nose in the air.
Yeah, I know gun guys that have badass expensive gun collections and they have High Points and stuff. So it's a pretty well known name. So it's cool to have put High Point on there.
Yeah.
All three of us have really, really good collections that include High Points.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I mean, I just got one recently here, and that thing runs like a champ. So
Yeah.
And it was cheap. So
Yeah. You know,
it's actually kind of fun to shoot, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays everyone puts their name or whatever on a thing. Did you guys see the video about that Lamborghini yacht that sank in Miami? That you didn't see that thing? I said that to you guys.
I think that was a wee bit of an exaggeration because the picture I saw, it wasn't sunk.
It was sinking.
If it was sunk with a bunch of bikini-clad chicks that don't know how to swim, somebody would have drowned.
Yeah, we can put it in the category. It was definitely sinking, but sinking slowly. Here, over 30 bikini-clad influencers stranded after $4 million Lamborghini luxury yacht flipped over off Miami Beach. It flipped over. I don't know. And then so it goes through it. Lamborghini Technomar. Yeah. So I guess they took these chicks out for a ride.
See, we're smiling. I want to see the ass cheek up in the air. I don't want to see it sitting down. Come on.
Get the hoochies out.
But if you look at the videos, hold on, I'll pull up some video because if you go to YouTube, there's a video of it. Yeah, I probably agree with Walter. I don't know if it was sinking though. It was sinking. Let's see.
Quickly in that description, something about it flipped over, and I look at the picture, and the boat's not flipped over. So it's like, because if it was flipped over, there'd been a bunch of chicks in the water screaming bloody murder. So
yes.
I'm trying to see what would be the best.
I think there was some clickbait there.
I'm trying to. Let's see. There's multiple. Okay, here. Let's look at this one. I'll just give me a second here. I'll go past the ad. But yeah, it looked like it was sinking. It did look like it was sinking. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is some footage. I'll go past this here just so we could talk about it.
It probably was, but
it's got its nose under right now.
Yeah, it's going down. It's going down, and there are bikini models. I don't know if they're bikini models. Definitely influencer chicks up on there.
I like that. I like that term, influencer chicks.
Yeah, there's definitely influencer chicks up on there again. See, right there, it's in the water. It's in the water. What is this thing spraying the water back in there like they're drowning it?
Put more water on it.
I think that thing is supposedly pumping out the water. But yeah, here are the chicks. If you look at this closely, you'll see that like some of these chicks, even while this is all going on, they're still posting. You know, they're still doing the videos.
Yeah, once again, that was not like the Titanic going down or something. You know, come on.
Yeah. So yeah, they weren't in imminent danger of dying, really. You know. So that's interesting.
I would love to find some of their Instagrams and see what they say because I guarantee some of them would be like, "I almost died this weekend. I was so close."
They were saying it while they were on the yacht, while they were getting rescued by Coast Guard.
Yeah.
You know. This is all part of the F1 thing that happened in Miami, which Lola and I went to an event. We went to an.
How was the food?
That's Walter's first question.
There was like finger food. They were serving hors d'oeuvres. They were walking around. Let
me tell you something.
I don't ever do hors d'oeuvres really, unless they're little mini beignets.
You can judge the event by how much and how much food and how much drink is like served.
So we got wristbands, and the wristbands allowed you to drink as much as you wanted to from the bar. But you guys know me. I only did I did ginger beer. Lola was drinking.
He's a lightweight, yes.
Yeah, Lola was getting her drink on, and then the hors d'oeuvres were going around, and she said they were delicious, I think. Well, you know, she had a good time.
That's how you judge the event, you know.
Yeah. At that event, so it was a IWC watch event.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't. Got it.
Yeah. And it was, I think it was at, I want to say this place is Sora. Let me see. I can show you guys some video. There's me and Lola. Hugging it up out there. Trying to see what pictures I could show you guys here. So there were some cool watches there, and there were people. So there's this movie coming out with Brad Pitt in it, and I think it's called F1. And this is one of the things that they were talking about. So for part of that, they had some celebrities there, which I showed you guys this, but no one recognized.
Hank, look at Hank was there. There's a celebrity. I know most of those people, actually.
You do?
Surprisingly, I'm not a celebrity person.
So this Indian chick right here is from Bridgerton, which I've never looked at, but Lola has.
I've seen Bridgerton.
So this.
I know Seth Green.
Where do you see Seth Green?
That's the one in the middle, isn't it?
No, that's Jerry Bruckheimer, the producer, the movie producer. Jerry Bruckheimer's.
He needs to learn.
Oh, he looks like Seth Green. He looks just like.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that one. Yeah.
Look at his nose. He's got hair sticking out of his nose. It looks like.
And then this guy here in the middle is Toto Wolff, who is the owner of the Mercedes AMG race team. And then this guy is George something.
Is he a driver?
Yeah, he's one of the drivers. Yeah, from the F1 team. So they were all George Russell. He took third place at the race. We didn't see the race. I saw the race here.
So, speaking of the weekend, what did you fellas do on the weekend?
I was working.
We went and bought a new pizza oven. We drove out, bought a new pizza oven, got rid of our old pizza oven, made pizzas.
Yeah, Babyface is a pizza oven mogul now.
Oh yeah. Then I had a cousin who graduated with her bachelor's. So yesterday was graduation stuff.
From UF?
Yep, she went to UF.
Yeah, one of the boys' friends walked yesterday from UF. Yeah. And he was here over the weekend, by the way, Walter, shooting on Saturday. He picked up a HK, no, not Babyface. I don't know if I'm allowed to put his name out there, but one of the kids that the boys grew up with, he's into guns. He buys guns. They come through me. Comes over there and shoots them and stuff. But he got an HK, and he was not. He said he had like some feed issues with it. I forgot exactly what it was. I could look it up because I was asking you guys if you had any feed issues with whatever it was.
I don't own any HK pistols at the moment. I only have clones of HK stuff. Yes.
Yeah, that's his first HK, and I think there might be a break-in.
No.
Oh, damn! I can't remember what it was.
Is it a pistol or a rifle?
Yeah, it's a pistol.
VP9?
No, it was not the VP9. Hold on, I'll tell you right now, because he was asking me about it.
There's no break-in.
Let's see.
Not on a gun like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
How dare you infer that the HK wouldn't work without being broken in?
I've never had good luck with the HK handguns personally.
I've never owned an HK. Other than the MP5, I've never owned
the ones. Yeah, the ones I've tried, the handguns have not. Damn it, I can't remember what the hell that thing was. I could ask him, and then if he tells us, I'll tell you.
The Walthers feel the same, so they have that nice grip and everything, but they're way cheaper.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I'll find out from him and I'll share that with you guys. So what did you get up to, Walter? Because you kind of loaded that question.
Well, Saturday I went up to the Camp Keller and I went with my friend
Joe.
Well, Joe, he met us up there, and then I was helping Mike, our friend Mike. You know Mike.
Okay, Mike.
We test fired a couple things of his. Most went okay. One that was
most had firing pins.
I don't like when you say most because the things that he has are very interesting.
No, the ones that we prepared for the trip went all fine.
Okay.
One that was returned from a customer of his that somebody fiddly fucked with, literally.
Why is it always that way?
Big time.
No.
Did not. No, it went bang, and but it didn't want to extract, and it didn't want to. The fiddle fairy's been in it. And the guy says no, we don't do anything to it. No, it's like, yeah, you're full of shit. But Mike's not forward enough. After somebody tells me that and I see that, I'd tell him, you're so full of shit, it's coming out your ears. I don't care if you.
No one ever wants to admit. No gun guy wants to admit that he messed around with something when he shouldn't have messed around with it.
I've seen stuff so fucked up from people that that think they know how to fix things. But anyways, so that was Saturday. Went up there. Very lovely day. It wasn't too hot. Wasn't too
It was nice.
cool. That afternoon, you guys got rained on, didn't you? Saturday afternoon?
Stormed on.
Yeah, it was rain, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Here, if you looked at the radar, it's like we were in the clear strip. Not a drop of rain. It rained to the south of us. It rained to the north of us up there. Boom. Nothing here. So, Sunday, I went over to a friend's house, an old military vehicle guy, to help him get his M274 mule working. It was like stuck. He thought the clutch was stuck where it wouldn't disengage. It wasn't the clutch in the end. It was there's one brake drum on that thing that stops it and is used as the emergency brake, and the brake was stuck out. So I beat on it with a hammer a little bit,
and it loosened up.
All of a sudden, things kind of jerked a little, and it was fixed. So I, as I told George, I put the white magic on it, and fixed it.
You scared the crap out of it. That's what you did.
He had the same kind of thing happen a couple of years ago. The vehicle was sitting and not being used, and that time the clutch was actually stuck. So we kind of bumped it, tried to start it with the clutch engaged, and it kind of bumped, then it popped apart, and it worked fine after that. So
mechanical.
So then after coming home from that, I was inspired to take a look at my mule in the backyard that's not running, and the battery's completely dead and bloated, and I got to replace the battery. I got it to crank over using another battery, but I couldn't get it to start. I got to pull the plugs out of it. It's got old gas in it. And yeah, I'm going to swap the whole engine out. I have a whole other brand new engine I want to put in it.
Nice.
So after I got done with that, I looked over at my furnace sitting in the backyard, the one I brought home from my dad's, and I fired up the furnace and melted 4 big bags of aluminum cans.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Into ingots, so basically process them, because when you melt them down that first time, you get all the slag and the paint. They paint cans, and they've got the coatings inside and all that stuff, and that stuff all comes off as dross. That's what they call it, dross. It's like slag.
Dross, yep.
You scrape that stuff off, and then you pour the ingots. So, it was a little warm outside. Then I hovered over the furnace that was going at 12 or 1,400 degrees for a while. And after casting 9 ingots, I was about ready to expire. So
yeah, I mean, I think that's winter work.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever you get to it.
That time of the afternoon, the sun is blasting into my backyard. So, but I slept well last night, I can tell you that.
So what are you doing with those ingots? Are you making them into something?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I'm trying to. I don't want to do things that. The reason I have these skulls is somebody told me once that you can coat these in
you can cast
plaster type material, and when you pour the molten material in there, this plastic will evaporate or burn out.
Yeah, it'll burn out the plastic.
Yeah, so that was kind of the idea.
Kind of like the lost plastic method.
Yep.
Or like lost wax.
Yeah, well, you can 3D print stuff and then do that same routine, or use styrofoam. Same way too. So I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. Besides just melting cans down and making myself extremely tired. But it was successful. It was a successful melt. I didn't burn myself. I didn't.
Are you just getting in touch with your inner caveman or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Your inner blacksmith?
My dad did that back when we lived in Tampa back in the 70s, pouring anthills and that stuff. And so I witnessed all that stuff. When
some of those look cool. I've seen people do it with the wasps' nests.
Yeah, there's different things you can do. The problem is you have to have anthills some kind of close to where you're melting stuff. Because
you should do that to some squirrels. I'll get you some squirrel carcasses.
You gonna burn them alive or something? Good lord!
Have you seen where they pour molten metal into a shell, like a conch shell?
No, I've not seen it, but that might be interesting. Yeah,
it takes the shape of the spiral inside, then they break it off, and you get this spiral-looking thing. I thought about doing some of those. I thought about casting some mugs. If I can find a good mold for a nice. Nice mug.
Yeah, it'll be cool. You know what I just thought of? But I don't know. But for you, it'll be cool. Make an engine. Make a little motor. A little
aluminum can motor.
Little block.
I'll just whip that up in my spare time.
Have you ever? I was looking at how they do a long time ago. They used the lost wax method to make the Ferrari motors, the Ferrari engines. Yeah.
Well, it's similar to that.
Yeah.
The way they cast that stuff now is like it's like lost styrofoam almost. That's one of the ways that they do that stuff.
Yeah.
But, there's all kinds of cool stuff to make. It's just I don't want to. Yeah, I mean you can make. I mean, obviously, aluminum cannons are not really the best thing to make aluminum cannon out of. This is brass or bronze. This is the border. This is fully functional.
I mean, I once worked on a guy who. This is a little bit convoluted how he did it, but he would get Native Americans, like Native American Indians, dress them up. You know, so they look like in the olden days, right? And then he would put clay over them. Then so now you've got the clay, and then he would take that clay and make a negative, and then he would cast it in bronze or something like that, and then you have multiple of these like little statuettes or busts, I guess, of the head going down. Yeah, and he was making money, man. He was selling that to like millionaires and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff to do. It's just
yeah,
it's just. But right now,
cast some schlons. Do some.
You laugh and you go, ooh, but if I did that and they were nice, somebody would buy this.
People would buy it. Yeah. People would absolutely buy it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There are porn stars who have had their hoo-has turned into latex and sold as male toys.
It's a big business, thriving business. You can do that little dick butt thing that Patrick likes.
Yeah, we can cast a dick butt. Yeah.
What I want to try to do is I need to have somebody 3D print me with the proper material an AR receiver.
Yeah.
And then
so you can do a lossless.
Yep. Isn't Rich into this? I thought Rich was into this. I thought Rich told me no. Obviously, he's into 3D printing, but no, I thought he was going to do like 3D print and then make a negative so that you could cast it. I thought he was going to do that. You can ask Rich.
I haven't talked to him about it lately.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, boom. Sorry. What were you going to say?
Yes, I'm just trying to think as they're simple and easy to make the mold stuff to mess with the aluminum with. So, yeah, it's just something it's kind of cool to melt. They have that
molten metal.
Yeah, it was really. I mean, it was my second pot of it that I did. The furnace was like jamming. It was running. It was hot. The thing was. So when I pull it out and I'm trying to pour it, I'm in shorts too, which you're not supposed to do this in shorts. But
no.
The radiant heat from the bucket of molten metal was starting to burn my legs. It felt like I was going to burn my legs.
Yeah, you're going to look like the Silver Surfer out there. Yeah, that's a good way to get the hair off your legs, though.
Good way to get the skin off your legs. Huh?
Yeah.
No, but anyways, I no damages or no injuries were incurred in that whole casting thing. So, but there's definitely a learning curve to all that stuff. So
no, it's cool. Yeah, you got to maybe figure out how to make some kind of award. We should turn the dick butt into award, like how the Gundies has an award.
We have a dick butt award.
Yeah.
I was thinking more, like
that could be a coveted award, Walter, that we can give out to people. Coveted dick butt, and then people have to post it on their social media. Oh, I was awarded the dick butt by Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I think the one that Patrick likes, it has a gun, right?
No, he doesn't have a gun, but we can give him a gun.
Yeah, we need to get Dick Butt with a gun.
With a gun.
Another thing to do is you could cast like aluminum pistols, aluminum 45s, aluminum Lugers, aluminum just
for toys.
There's all kinds of things you could do. You just have to sometimes you just how you're thinking too hard about something and you just don't see the simple way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. So
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. You just gotta. It's a little bit of a process. You just gotta make a negative. That's the easiest way. Make the thing, then make a negative of the thing.
Yeah.
And then
I'm trying to think of ways where you don't have to do all that negative, positive.
Because so let's say it's a dick butt, and you have the dick butt itself. You can pack it. You can pack it in and make a negative of the dick butt, like you were saying. Yeah, so like you said, and then that now becomes your mold, and you put,
Yeah.
You can make your mold out of that.
Make aluminum skulls of different sizes. People use these for shift knobs in cars. They do all kinds of crazy stuff with skulls. And people love skulls. You love skulls, Hank.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Skulls.
Maybe I can make a skull mug or something.
Yeah.
Out of aluminum. Maybe What is that? What are the characters from Star Trek? The
Klingons.
The ones. Yeah, Klingons. You got to make a blood wine mug.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was. What is it that Conan said? To drink out of the skulls of your enemy. No, what was the thing that what is most important for a man? It's like crush your enemies before you. The lamentation of their women. So someone will put that quote in
Somebody
there.
in the chat will.
Yeah, what was that Conan quote? Hold on, now I gotta look it up. Conan.
Hot Dog 990 is giving away memberships.
Oh, sweet! Thank you.
I was gifted a membership by Hot Dog 990. Wow! Thank you, Hot Dog.
Yeah. Oh, you were given one? Okay, awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much. Shout out to Hot Dog 990. He gifted 10 subscriptions. So Jade Grew, Shooting Gallery NE, Night Train, C Bolus. There you go. Awesome. And Walter, as he said, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Smash those thumbs ups. If you were one of those 10 people and you didn't hit the thumbs ups, come on now. Come on. All you got to do is go in there and hit the thumbs ups.
So let me. Nothing.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to that quote. Here it goes. The most famous Conan the Barbarian quote, often referencing Lamentations, is, "What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women."
Okay. Here, Conan the Barbarian. He's a barbarian. That's some pretty deep thought for a barbarian.
Where did that come? That had to come from someone. This is from Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan said that.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. It's a quote from Genghis Khan.
It seemed like an awfully complicated thing for Conan to say.
Yeah. But, I mean, he didn't even have that many lines in that movie.
No.
Yeah.
That was all about that muscles and that big wooden hammer he carried. Remember he had like a big wooden hammer he'd smack people with?
Yeah. No, that was cool. Okay, so I did figure out what the gun was. It is an HK USP 9.
Yeah, those are fairly common.
Yeah, that's what the gun was, but it did.
They should not fail that often. Those are known for not failing.
Yeah, they were saying so. He and then my younger son were out there shooting it, and they said like every magazine. Or every other magazine was having some kind of failure to eject and different. It could have been the ammo.
Really weird for those USPs.
Yeah, it could be ammo related.
Mm-hmm. USPs tend to work really well, so that's really weird.
Yeah,
I'm going to bring up one possibility. One. Nobody's limp wristing it, are they?
That's what I was.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I don't know.
You can say it, Patrick. It's okay.
I was thinking it too, Walter.
Yeah, I mean it's either ammo, limp wristing, or sometimes like I was handling it because on some HK handguns my thumb like messes with that slide catch thing or whatever, but when I put my hand on it, it couldn't do it, and their hands are smaller than mine, so I don't think it was that. It could be limp wristing, it could be ammo. I don't think they don't have break-in so far as I know, right? No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, they don't have a break-in or whatever. So I told them just try a different kind of ammo. If they would have told me before they packed up and came in, I would have just given them a different kind of ammo to try out with it. So.
Hot Dog 990 is talking about Schwarzenegger and something he said. I think during COVID, Schwarzenegger was like he was a masker.
Oh, he was a commie,
big time. Yeah, and that
right. He says
that kind of shit loses me when you start talking that crap.
Yeah, he says Hot Dog 990 says Arnold lost me as a fan when he told us to screw our freedoms. Yeah, and he was a Republican when he was governor, but he is like a Hollywood Republican. Definitely a rhino. Yeah.
He won't be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, you know,
it was still a good. Yeah, it was still a good movie. I don't know if Arnold was always like that. But remember, he was married to what's her face. He's married to a Kennedy chick.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. I think they're still married. Even though he had some babies with the maid and Lord knows who else, you know.
Senorita, come here.
Yeah, I think one of his sons is out there acting nowadays.
Yeah, the son from The Illegitimate, I think, is out there.
I think so. Yeah. Let me see.
Maria Shriver.
Yeah, Maria Shriver. Who is a Kennedy?
And I didn't look that up either. That's from here.
Oh, you just remembered? Yeah.
From the central processor, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's HK USP 9 Compact V1. So, I'm going to tell him my people say you might have been limp wristing.
You limp-wristed bitch.
All I can think about that time we brought my High Point out your place, Hank, and the one kid you used to work with when you worked over at Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
The Asian kid
and
comes over.
Everything.
He's shooting the 40, and he can't get it to run. And it was like, it wasn't the gun.
Wall picked up and just went bang, bang, bang.
You got to hold it like a man.
You got to hold on to it. You can't just kind of...
But I think when you first get into guns, a lot of people are prone to limp wrist.
Trying to fake it out, like you're going to fake it out, you know, it's like, just grab onto it and shoot it.
Yeah, you can't hold it like you're jerking your own worm, you know, you got to...
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to continue that. If you jerk your own one like that, you're never going to want to.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear. Yes.
Yeah. Let me see how much time we have here. I'm just...
90 says, I believe the word you're looking for is douche.
What? Oh, for Arnold? For Arnold, yeah. Jade Grew said he was being an old school Austrian.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what, like, jackbooted thug kind of thing, you know?
A lot of Hollywood types go to that. Like, there's that one Hollywood guy who was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and he was saying, "Oh, you don't need a real man doesn't need an AR. You break into my house in the middle of the night, yes, I want all the firepower for your ass."
I guarantee these leftist fuckers all got guns, every one of them.
Oh yeah,
or guards.
100. Yeah,
or guards with guns.
100%. 100%.
Or they have a security guard with a gun.
Yep.
Yeah. Patrick, do you want me to show? I found a picture of your old and your new pizza oven. You want me to show that?
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on. Let's show off the old pizza oven, the new pizza oven.
So the old on the left was the Uni 12-inch, and we upgraded to a 16-inch Uni, and so the old one took about 45 minutes to come up to about 750 degrees. That one on the right, within 20 minutes, it was pushing 850. It was insanely hot trying to sit in front of that pizza oven.
You can heat treat with that thing.
Yeah, Ow, Walter, why did you just tell me that? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what did you...
Oh, yeah, you can heat treat with that motherfucker.
Yeah, I can.
Wait, hold on. Does that make it food safe if you use it like that? Or the old one? You're talking about the old one.
Well, the old one's gone.
No, the new one.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, we can heat treat stuff with that. As long as it's not melting lead, we should be okay.
Yeah, you just heat metal up till it's red hot.
Oh, okay.
Steel is not going to hurt.
Did you trade that with someone?
We picked it up off Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
I've been in the mood for a larger pizza oven. We bought that uni. Marley bought me that uni maybe 4 years ago, and it was one of those things where I was like, I don't know if we're going to use it that much. I really want it, but I don't know if we're going to use it.
Nothing lasts at Patrick's house. Everything will get traded, including my freaking welder.
Guy, you were not supposed to bring that up again. I gave you a glass.
Oh, damn it! Sorry.
Never brought that up again.
I apologize.
Okay, back to the uni. Did you put your old one on Facebook Marketplace?
I gave it to a friend. We have a friend that is autistic like me in the way that likes to cook and make stuff. So I was like, here, take this. I'm going to teach you how to use a pizza oven. But we probably could have. He's got the same kind of tism as me. So I'm trying to get him to learn the pizza recipe so he can make pizzas.
Yeah, he's all into pizza. Is this pizza that you're eating affecting the weight? Are we gonna see you go back to Plumpy Babyface B again?
No. I don't know. Did I send y'all a picture of the
Plumpy? Yeah.
No, I'm keeping it off. I'm not gaining it back. I'll send you a picture of the pizza we made the other night. Hold on here, so you can show this off. Yeah, tell me that it'll look delicious. As
Chromie gets older, he's still got a while of being skinny. Where did you put? Oh, here we go. There we go.
Nice. That's a good-looking pie right there.
Yeah, Birdie has a motion.
Yeah, I mean, I think you were making Zeppelis too, right? Yeah, that looks good.
So Zeppelis, it's not quite Zeppelis. Zeppelis use cheese. They use ricotta cheese in.
Where did you see this? Where did you see the Zeppeli? Is that that's definitely
like a known thing for Zeppelis? They use ricotta cheese. Ricotta cheese, mind you, isn't like normal. It's not like pungent cheesy.
It's not strong cheese.
No, it's not strong. You can use it in desserts. No, so the ones we made were more like beignets. Beignets, I think, have a slight bit more sugar in the dough. But I took one of the pizza doughs yesterday, made it so each one was probably about that thick, and then cut it and threw it in the deep fry and then put powdered sugar on top, and they were fantastic.
Oh, they were good. Yeah, let me see. I think you sent me a picture.
Oh god, they were good.
Check it out.
Oh yeah, well we did cinnamon sugar on top, and they were incredible.
So you had powdered sugar and cinnamon, or just the cinnamon?
So I did the cinnamon sugar, and then I put a little bit of sprinkle of powdered sugar as well.
Oh, okay.
They were nice. Good though. Fried dough. There's something about sugar and fried dough that just is good stuff.
It's like Walter says, just butter.
All you
need is butter.
Yeah, you guys, you gotta try it next. You asked for that recipe. I sent it to you. You're gonna have to give it a try.
Yeah.
Peggy's gonna have to try making dough.
Did you? What's up?
Chris Bowles was saying, have you guys talked about angry cops versus Buffalo schools?
No.
I saw that was a big controversy going on, but I don't. I mean, I follow Brandon Herrera and some of those other people. I don't particularly follow that.
Their unsubscribed podcast or whatever, so I don't know exactly. The guy came out. I guess he's a cop. Angry cop is the guy, and he came out saying that municipality likes to cover up up stuff. Cover up a lot of crimes for the kids in the school
What
system.
happens in the schools, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's just that municipality. It's a lot of them. Yeah.
What was the one that you told me about when you were a kid, the New York teacher that got stuck in a room so he could get his retirement? And
that
showed
happened.
Up and did nothing.
Yeah, that happens a lot, but it's happened. It's happened. Yeah, it's happened in a lot of different situations. They don't want to report this because all of this goes on the record for the school. So, like when I went to that same school where that happened, I got jumped one time by like 40 guys or something like that, and I didn't really get hurt because they threw me on a car and then piled on top. But it was so many of them, I just crawled out from. They didn't even know whose ass they were kicking. And, I mean, I went and told my parents, and my parents reported it, and I went to the precinct and everything, and they had some of them arrested over there, and I thought it was like, you see those TV shows, and there's like a two-way mirror type of thing, or two-way glass, and I thought it was going to be that, and then they're like, yeah, come identify these people. I was like, sure. I walked up, looking right at the people.
They're just staring at you, doing shit.
Yeah, so I went through that whole thing, but the school never reported it because they don't want that on their records. It has to do with how they get funding and all of that. Yeah, so go ahead.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
So this happened, that cop was talking about it, I think, and then the school poo-pooed it because he was on a podcast. He was on, is that Brandon's podcast, Unsubbed?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah, so I've never watched it or anything like that. Not that I have anything against it. It's just
Chris at the shop was telling me about it.
yeah.
So,
So yeah, so
Yes,
they poo-pooed that whole thing, and now it's a thing, though, right? They're investigating it.
Well, they're trying to cover it up even more, and they're saying that all the standard tactics that you see from the media are now being put into play. Where the first article to come out was not about the cover-up or the potential cover-up; it was undermining the credibility of angry cop.
Right.
So
Do you know an angry cop? Have you ever seen?
Into his background, he's
right. Have you ever seen him anywhere? He's a YouTuber also, right?
Yeah, he does YouTube. I thought he got famous on TikTok of all things, like shorts.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so the first thing that came out was let's undermine the credibility of the guy making the accusation. So that tells you that it's probably true.
Right away, there's problems. Right away.
Yeah, but it's probably true. It's the school system. They brush most shit under the rug. And then these same people will help your kids get sex changes without even telling you.
Yeah.
They get up to a lot of shit. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah. I don't really follow it, but I did see that whole thing because I know they were trying to talk him down by saying he went on a podcast and the guys were like joking around and burping. Okay. I mean, what else would dudes do? I'm pretty sure I've burped during this podcast.
If you burp, then your credibility's gone. Is that what?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it not being is that like saying somebody's not presidential?
Yeah, that's over. We are living idiocracy, which I'm sure Walter has still never seen. But we are past anyone ever being presidential. What do you think's going to happen when AOC is running for president?
She's going to get slaughtered.
So
she can't get slaughtered.
She can't bring in the average everyday person. Like, yeah, she might do well in her district, but that's because her district nuts. The rest of the country isn't. It's the same with Newsom. They're just going to have to play what Newsom did in California, and the rest of the country is going to be like, "No, I'm good. I'm good."
We don't want that. That's the basic. We don't need that California thing. Or that New York thing up there. You know what I'm saying?
New York.
She'd have to learn how to flash her tits and stuff to get any attention. So, hey, go me.
Oh,
hey, hi. Look, right, there's no chips in there. There's no chips. Here, say hi.
There's the big guy. Hold on. Oh, look at that. He's talking now. Hold on 1 second. Let me go. Boom.
There you go.
Hello.
Say hi there.
Hiya.
What's up?
Don't lick it.
What's up, Chromie?
You wave. Say hi.
Most of your food you ate was on your face.
Those are chips, and they're all gone. There's no chips left in there. I told you that, and you don't listen to me. All right, you ready for to go take a bath? All right, tell them right here. Tell them bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, look at that. I feel like he's growing up. He's grown up here.
He is learning words.
And I see Buckshot
like
there in the
crazy.
background. Buckshot.
Messing up the blanket so he can lay on.
Folks, let me tell you about U.S. Law Shield. If you're serious about your Second Amendment rights, then you need to get serious about protecting yourself legally. Use promo code HANK for 2 free months on an annual membership, plus a locked-in rate of just $10.95 per month. Remember, the fight for freedom doesn't end at the range. Arm yourself with U.S. Law Shield. And remember to use promo code HANK. Before we go, I mean, we could talk about anything that you guys want to talk about before we get out of here. I'm trying to see. Kurt24 is out there. He says, hi, Hank, Walter, Patrick. Kurt24 was also gifted a membership by Hot Dog 990. Thank you.
All right. You guys willing to? You feel like making a slight bet
about what?
Well, we have May Day coming up for the Ruskies.
Okay.
They're going to have big celebration, marching. Ding, 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 ding. You think?
What is the bet?
The Ukrainians are going to drop. You think the Ukrainians are going to interrupt their party?
Probably.
What's going to happen there?
I mean, I guarantee you it would happen before, after, during. Probably, yeah, they'll try for sure.
I mean, there's a lot of troops there and a lot of equipment.
So they're gonna go. They're full steam ahead with their.
So
is Putin showing up anywhere?
Well, he says he's going to be there.
Mm.
A lot of other dignitaries have backed out.
Yeah, that thing's going to be in full lockdown. What's your say, Walt? What do you say? Going to happen?
If they don't go after Moscow itself, there'll be a major drone attack all over the rest of the country. But they should drop nothing else. They should do a. You ever seen the video of old days of our Tomahawk cruise missile flying down the street in Baghdad?
Yep.
Can you imagine a cruise missile flying down the street, down the mosque in the Red Square? Now, it doesn't blow up. It just, at least, it litters the whole place with leaflets. That's what I would do.
By now, I'm pretty sure the Ukrainians have some drone swarms or something they could do. You know,
it won't be a day that won't go without some activity. I can tell you.
probably not. Yeah, I agree with you. What do you think, Patrick?
I still wonder what kind of reach they truly have, because it seems like they have a lot. It seems like they got a lot.
I mean, they're getting generals. They've gotten quite a few generals so far.
They are pulling the Mossad type of assassinations, which is very surprising for them. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, maybe, just maybe, they've contracted some folks to do a little work for them.
Did you guys see that thing I put out there? That, hold on, let me see if I could pull this up. That wait, hold on. This, where is this? There was the deputy head of the CIA that her son got killed in.
He's an assistant.
Yeah, he was fighting for Russia. Hold on, where is this? Okay, here we go.
He's a nut job.
Look at this. This is a crazy story right here.
You look at that dude and you go, yeah, I get it. I see it.
Yeah. So, son of CIA deputy director was killed while fighting for Russia, report says. 21 years old. Son of CIA deputy director Julian Galina died in Ukraine as a Russian soldier. An American man identified as the son of deputy director of CIA was killed in eastern Ukraine in 2024 while fighting under contract for the Russian military, according to an investigation by the independent Russian media. Okay. But there's a whole bunch of other reports about that. What do you guys think? Thoughts? Not surprised?
He made a bad career choice. I don't know what else you're supposed to say.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first. I mean, we know this is happening with Americans. It's not the first of that, but yeah.
Oh well, He won't be breeding over here. That's a good thing. I mean, it'd be crude or anything, but it's just like
yeah.
I mean, he played the whole part of the little. Playing with hammer and sickle and doing the whole commie thing. So
yeah. Did you guys hear of this before?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay, so you knew this.
I heard like a week ago or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's reported in multiple places. So
yeah, I think I heard it first on the interweb on one of the channels I watch. It's all about Ukraine.
Yeah. So there's quite a few things out there. I don't know if it's quote-unquote Russian disinformation, but interesting.
No, he just got fucking killed.
Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff going on. Patrick has no comment on this, surprisingly.
So I'm writing something, and I'm reading something at the same time.
He's chatting with somebody about.
Yeah, I'm trying to type something out.
Yeah, let me see.
It's unfortunate, but people are dying on both sides.
I mean, you can't. Your kids are going to do whatever your kids are going to do, but that's pretty. Yeah. That's pretty drastic, right there.
When your parents are in the CIA.
This person.
Michael Alexander Gloss, son of Just look. Search son of CIA deputy director, and you'll see it come up. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Michael Bloss, whose mother Julian is a CIA deputy director for digital innovation, died during an offense. Yeah, I mean, you're an adult. You're an adult. You make your own decisions. He's 21. He's an adult by every standard. Yeah. And if you want to go fight and die in Ukraine, I'm not going to tell you.
That's your right. Yeah, that's your right.
I just don't think I don't think that Ukrainians should be taken stinking.
I mean, in this picture, he's got an Antifa sign, he took a picture with.
He's not the person that I would if I was running a military and this guy called me
Look
and
at
said,
this picture.
fight for you.
See what's written right there in this picture he posted?
Yeah, I'm not. That's not the guy I want fighting for me. He has no experience carrying a gun or rucking with 60 pounds on his back.
The Russians don't care about that, Patrick.
I'm saying that wait, did he fight for the Russians or fight for the Ukrainians?
He fought for the Russians.
Oh, I thought he was fighting for the Ukrainians.
No.
That's the story. That's the
fought
story.
For the Russians?
Yes.
Okay, now that's wild.
Yeah.
When one of your parents works at the CIA.
Both his parents were soldiers. If you read this, his parents were both soldiers and stuff like that. He decided not to go into the military and start joining Antifa and doing all this kind of dumb shit.
I mean, if you believe, so here's the other take on that then. If you believe the Russian narrative for whatever reason you believe what Putin was saying, then he's fighting Nazis and the Antifas should technically be on the Russian side, right? Because
it says here
battalion.
It says here in university he was active in gender equality and environmental protest circles.
Why did the Russians take him on? This is the least likely person.
What are you doing? He joined Rainbow Family, a left-wing environmental protest group, and in 2023 traveled to Hatay, Turkey to assist in recovery following the earthquake that killed more than 56,000 people. He had also become increasingly angry at the U.S. for its support of Israel in the war in Gaza.
This is a kid that's come from a wealthy background who just has no clue how the world works. Just zero idea.
I mean, he just basically said, Russia is fighting Ukraine, America is supporting Ukraine, I'm going to go fight for Russia.
Again, I think the argument goes Russia is fighting Nazis because the Azov battalion were Nazis. I am an anti-Nazi, so I'm going to fight for Russia. That's the only logical approach to this.
There is no logical approach to it.
It's madness.
But he had to come through with something.
He's a tard.
People convince themselves of, I guess what Patrick is saying is that people make these crazy, what they think is logical bridges that take them way out into insanity.
Yep.
And he's one of those people, which is a lot of people like this. Yeah. We've got a lot of people like that in America. He's not the only one. I guess this is probably very high profile.
Well, maybe that's how we get rid of these nut jobs.
Yeah, I mean, didn't North Korea send a bunch of their soldiers to die over there?
Well, they don't have any choice from North Korea. He had a choice.
I was watching something that said that again, the North Koreans have not fought a battle since the Chosin Reservoir, since Korean War.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they have no idea what they were doing. So they were. The generals in charge of the North Korean soldiers in Russia and Ukraine did not understand why it was a bad idea to just put all of their units out on the line and charge forward into the enemy ranks. They thought that that's how wars were fought, and the Russians were like, y'all are retarded, what are you doing? This doesn't work. They did it twice, supposedly, and then they came back and were like, okay, that was a bad idea. We can't do that anymore. We lost half the dudes just charging across open ground. Let's not do that again. But originally they thought that is how you fight a war. You just charge open ground and you're going to take it. they all got wiped out.
Hot Dog 990 says real war is not a video game. You don't get a do-over. The Russians use him as a slaughter lamb.
The reset button.
Yeah.
Well, once again, he made bad career choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, the world's full of people who make bad choices.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. People get to, like Patrick said, he's an adult. He gets to do whatever he wants to do.
I hate to say it, but if I take the libertarian approach that if you want to go fight and die for some other country, then you can. The people. I take the same approach to the people who decided to up and leave and go fight and die for ISIS, because we had a couple of them. We had a couple of them that were high profile.
Oh, okay.
He ain't coming back in here though. When all this shit falls apart and you get captured and you want to come home, it's over. You don't get a second. You're not coming back to the U.S. So put that right out your mind. You're going to be lucky if you die over there, you know? But you're an adult and you can make that decision.
Yeah, there's people that have had their. I don't know if they can revoke your citizenship if you were born here.
Absolutely, they can.
They can? Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. I know there's other people that got their naturalized and got their citizenship revoked like that.
There was a hijab wearing woman that was trying to get back into the UK, and the UK was like, "No, you're not coming back."
Yeah, but she was naturalized, right? Or she was born, in the UK. Oh, okay.
And they were like, "No, you ain't coming back." But again, you're an adult. You made that choice. Now you got to live with the consequences.
Go bye, Haji.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't coming home.
So, I know I sent this article to you guys, and I don't know if you saw it, but I'm going to put it up here because I think, just to talk about something a little funny, but still interesting. Maybe a little funny to me. Here, I'll put the headline up here. Florida man arrested for having 3 wives in 3 different counties. We got to talk about Florida man.
Is that a picture of actual wives?
This is one of the wives. Yeah, he was if you go through this article,
he's a black dude, right? He's a black dude, right?
He's a black dude. Yeah, he's a brother.
Of course.
He's a brother.
Why?
Married 3 white women in 3 different counties, which I didn't realize you could do that in Florida.
There's no
nobody
record
knows
keeping.
who you marry, where you marry him. He didn't reproduce with any of these.
No, he didn't have enough time. I mean, he got married to these people in a very short period of time and was taking their money. And I guess he started beating up one of them. So she, pressed charges or something and then started looking him up and then came to realize that he was married to 2 other chicks. And, he's taking their money. So, yeah.
Well, there's that old phrase that I use. You hear me say a lot of times, a fool and his money soon part, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So just
slowly.
He was using the interesting thing from what I saw looking at the articles and reading it, he was using these apps that the kids use nowadays.
The kids use.
You're funny.
Yeah. Patrick, did you meet Marley through an app or are you old school?
Yes, we did. We met through an app. We did online dating.
Okay.
And look what we got now. A little naked
there you go.
boy.
Yeah.
What? No chips. There's no chips left. I told you there aren't any chips left in there.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's here. Let's...
What's up with that?
I hope you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's how everyone's meeting nowadays, right? Through the apps, and he was using the apps. Yeah.
You still have to have half of.
Yes, those women do not look like they're 22-year-olds.
No.
Who have plenty of time to figure out what life is and settle down. They look like they were a little desperate, and I have a feeling this guy told them all the right things.
Yes, yeah.
And got them to settle in.
First he was probably, flashing the Mandingo up on the ads,
Could have been.
Apps. They were lonely. They probably were married to white dudes before. Who knows what happened there. But they're like, let me try a little bit of chocolate, to get spicy. And, there's con men out there. That's the thing you have. The app thing goes, there's women on the apps meeting dudes and jacking them for money. It happens. I mean, I saw some articles that said this guy stole like $800,000 from these women, but I'm not sure how.
If you go watch Dr. Phil, there's always some old woman on there that got baited by some Nigerian scammer. It still's happening.
Yeah. How does that still happen in this day and age? But I guess it does.
I saw a video the other day of a woman who got baited by some scammer who was saying that he was Keanu Reeves. And then he used a voice changer and an AI thing she was like, but I thought it was him. I had a phone call with him. No. He was like an AI voice changer.
Why would Keanu
Reeves?
And then she gave him like $150,000, but because I guess he kept asking, I have legal trouble, I can't go to the media.
Keanu Reeves.
To give me money. She fell for it.
Just his John Wick money is deep.
She fell for it completely and gave him a bunch of money.
Oh my lord.
Oh well. I'll say it again. Oh well.
Yeah. I mean, there's women who get married to prisoners. Have you guys seen that? There was a woman who married a prisoner. She went for a conjugal visit and he killed her.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. That's nuts. Yeah. like it's getting it's getting tough out there, man. Like you said, the toast is too good. People are getting bored. They're trying to find ways. They're trying to find ways to die.
Oh, and this is another one. This was the reason I saw this. This happened to a woman in St. Pete. She got milked for $160,000 by a fake Keanu Reeves. She was in Hillsborough County, so I don't know where exactly she was, but she was in Hillsborough County.
First of all, why would Keanu even be in Florida?
She's not a good-looking woman, and she's like 67.
Yeah,
he doesn't want that.
Keanu Reeves likes the old. He's old.
Does he?
He's old himself. Let's see, how old is Keanu Reeves?
Not that old.
He likes old.
No, he's like 40 something.
No, he's not. He's not 40 something. He's 60.
Okay.
No way. But he's 60?
Keanu Reeves is 60 years old. Let's see. I'll pull it up right here. But his girlfriend is older than him. She's like 70, his girlfriend. But I mean, still, she's a, I could find. So
this Nigerian scammer, whoever it was, used an AI like face thing and voice changer to call her and do like a FaceTime. And she fell hook, line, and sinker because Keanu Reeves wants $160,000 out of your pocket.
Oh no, actually, his girlfriend is. I don't know. I feel like such a gossip now. His girlfriend is actually younger than him. It says his girlfriend is 52. His girlfriend is 52. So but look at the pictures, though.
She does not look.
Hold on.
He looks much younger than her.
Well, right here, he looks pretty old in that picture. But yeah, she definitely looks older than him, but still.
So this woman, this was recent. She fell for a scam.
I think I'm gonna pretend I'm like Denzel or something.
Well, see, here's the beauty of it. That person was either Indian or African. You don't have to be the correct with the AI. You don't even have to be white or black. You can be whatever you want.
What is happening to the world? The world is going to hell in a handbasket. People can't even meet people anymore in the real world.
Yes, correct.
Go ahead, Walt.
I don't feel for any of them.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a little common sense,
Yeah.
Just a little bit of like skepticism. Healthy skepticism will take you a long way in life. Just the littlest bit.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt24 says, "Make stupid choices, win stupid prizes." Yeah, you gotta test people. If you're gonna be on the internet, do tests. First of all, make them send you new pictures. Say, okay, this is what you look like right here.
I need to see
now. Now I want you to go out and get a pink rose and take that picture.
With
no, there's AI. There's AI now. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, you're sinking your own ship.
Yeah, there's AI.
You know what you gotta do? FaceTime, baby. FaceTime. That's it.
There's no celebrity woman that wants anything to do with me. It's just the fact. No celebrity lady wants me.
You would have to. Well, I wouldn't say that ever but you have to meet somebody in person for that.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Don't send money. First of all, don't send money. If you just met someone and they want money from you, block them.
Don't send it. No.
Block them.
You want to hear something crazy? Marley's, I wouldn't say a friend, an acquaintance, a girl that she went to school with when was in her sorority in college, is married to the Australian guy from House. Remember Chase from House?
Oh, is that a TV show?
You don't remember that old TV show called House with the
like a doctor thing? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I know. I never watched it.
The main character that is one of the
British, British dude,
British guy.
Yeah.
The Chase, the Australian character, somebody Marley knows, got married to him. They met over something, and it was actually one of those where she's like, "This isn't him for real. There's no way this is him." It turned out to actually be him, and now they're like married.
Oh, cool.
So I guess there's somebody's getting married to celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it happens, but it's always a bad sign if you get into a relationship with someone, you've never met them, and then they're like, money. "Send me money."
Oh wait, hang on a second. You got into a relationship with somebody you've never met.
Yeah.
That's a relationship.
The first mistake.
I'm telling you, go watch Dr. Phil. There is all tons of
but lots of people are having long distance relationships. The last time I was in the airport in Vegas, I saw this couple. I was like sitting there eating with Lola, and I saw this couple. One came off of one flight, the other one came up, and they met each other right there at the airport. Yeah. So people are doing this now.
I don't know them personally, but friends of friends, we know somebody who had a long distance relationship through World of Warcraft, and then met up in real life and got married because of World of Warcraft. So yeah, it's a whole new world out there. Well, be happy you're married.
It really is not, because people used to do things other ways, like through personal ads.
Yeah.
That.
You used to get mail order brides. You could just write off to the Philippines or someplace.
You still
can.
And
a woman would just show up. Maybe it was a woman. I don't know.
Imagine a lady just shows up at your door.
Some of these guys figured out it wasn't a woman when she didn't have no babies.
Well, first things first. I want to see the equipment. That kind of thing.
The surgeries nowadays are too good, man.
Yeah, I know. There ain't no surgery going to think like it's real. Come on.
The surgeries are pretty good right now.
You got to do a sniff test.
There's a spray for that.
I could not imagine going back into the dating pool right now.
It's tough. It's tough out there. I feel bad for folks who are out there. It's pretty crazy, you know. And then guys like us, we are like, you know, the kind of things we believe in and all that. I guess we're on the outskirts for most people.
I met a guy the other day. I bought a gun for a guy, legally, by the way, because I'm an FFL. He ordered a gun through me. Let's say it like that. And he showed up. He's 24, and his wife is 23. And they've been married for 2 years, and they're happy, and they're almost out of school and everything. And she wanted to come up and meet Ash Cromie, and she wanted to meet my kid, and which was fine. You know, we were doing a 4473, and she was very nice. It wasn't creepy or anything. But I told them, I was like, listen, once y'all get out of school, if y'all get good jobs and whatnot, go make you some babies. Like, I'm just... Listen, if you got stuff going on, you got your life together because you're 10 years ahead of me. Go make some kids. Get life.
Patrick is a baby believer. When's your next kid coming? You need another one. Crumby's getting too old.
Believe me, soon. We've already talked about it.
Yeah, you gotta throw another one in the mix.
You guys might get some sort of announcement here in the next 3 months. Okay. Not yet, but it might happen.
Patrick's putting in the work, drinking those Guinness stouts.
Yes.
You know, eating bananas every day, getting his potassium. If you get two rambunctious babies like Cromie,
I don't think it's possible. It can't be possible, right?
You're gonna be bony like Skeletor. You'll be on.
I gotta get a chill. My God, sorry, I'm soaking up so much of the conversation, but my shoulders hurt today because we went to that. Oh, I'm being loud. We went to the graduation party, and then we went and had dinner and stuff. And for whatever reason, Cromie wanted to be all over me, which I love. But he only wanted me yesterday, so I carried him for like 4 or 5 hours, and my back is killing me today.
Yeah, you're his security blanket.
God.
You got to work out.
Want mommy, he wanted daddy specifically.
Yeah, probably because there was a lot of people around, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess he wanted me.
You're his gorilla. You know, you're his monster, the protection. You know, that's what he's supposed to be. So, no, that's cool. Yes, definitely have babies. Even Americans are not having babies as much as they used to, and people need to have babies out there. Otherwise,
especially both these kids. I say kids are 24 and 23, but both of them are college educated. One wants to go into the medical field, and one was going into like banking, like finance. And I was like, shoot, y'all are smart. Go have kids. Just go do it.
People think their kids are the expensive things they do, which I don't agree with. My kids are not the most expensive things.
Nope.
Yeah,
I can spend way more money on guns real fast.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. Walter just looked up and smiled. So,
Cromie is cheap compared to my gun habit.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the money's not the thing; it's the time.
That is very true.
I
had to.
You can bring a baby with you when you travel, but. Unlike a dog, you can't bring a dog with you most of the time, or a cat, or whatever, you know. But you can bring your kids with you. But still, it takes time out of the day, you know. I mean, Marley worked today. Normally she works on Sundays and is off Mondays, but she got her schedule mixed up today. So she was working today. So
today is normally prime real estate day for me to get a lot of work done, and it's difficult when you got a 2-year-old to try to keep from touching stuff, and it's tough.
What's this? He's like a little German. He's like a little German kid.
Yeah.
What's this?
Yep.
What's this? But you know what? Listen, when my boys were younger, I spent a lot of time with them because Lola was just starting her pharmacy career, so I was like the stay-at-home dad. I don't regret any of that. I mean, I've spent a lot of time lately traveling and doing all kinds of crazy shit, but I don't regret the time I spent with them. And they're good kids. They're not bad people. They don't hurt anyone or anything like that.
It feels good.
So.
He looks to me. There's a lot of kids out there that if they stub their toe or whatever, they go straight for mommy. That's not how he is, because I'm here all the time. So if he falls over and hurts himself, he does not pick one or the other to go soothe him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. If you're out there and you don't have kids and you're thinking about it, that's a great thing to do.
As long as your life is together. As long as you got your shit together, go have some kids.
Don't bring him into a shithole. Okay.
Yes,
for sure.
Just
and if you're smart like these two college educated youngins, go have kids. You're gonna make
it's not
ones.
that difficult. It's not. It is really tough. Not. It is tough on you when you're doing it and all that kind of stuff. But it's a good kind of tough that we need. We need that kind of stuff to make us feel like human beings. And then you get these younger versions of yourself when you get older.
I see the whole thing now. How it expands you. There's things that you can't comprehend until you have a kid and you start going through it. I would have never understood any of this until I had it. So yeah. The kids that are my age that are out there going, I'm never going to have kids. They are missing an entire section of what it is to be human. They're totally missing it, and they're never going to experience it. And their brains you can't understand it till you got one.
Yeah, it's very interesting to look into the face of a young whippersnapper that you would like to smack upside the head, and then you realize, oh, he's just exactly as annoying as I am.
Sometimes that is correct.
Though both of you know what I'm talking about. You have a clone. You have a clone version of you that definitely thinks they're better than you.
You want to hear a funny one? God today told me to quit yelling at my son because he was annoying me. He dumped. I came in from working in the garage. He had dumped ice all over the floor, and I was like, "What did you do? Why'd you do that?" And something in the back of my head was like, "Man, don't be mean to your kid. Stop it." I turned around and ran square into the wall. Literally, I picked up the cup. I turned around and went face planted right into the wall. And I was like, "Okay, that's the universe telling me to take it easy because you're being too harsh."
Yeah. No, he's into everything, man. You're gonna have to lock up a lot of stuff. You're gonna have to put.
I have to lock the goddamn pantry because he goes in. I had the other day the couch was covered in peanut butter because he pulled the peanut butter out and was eating it barehanded sitting on the
couch. Good times. Yeah. You'll look back on all of that and it's just like my older son now lives in Raven. Raven lives in LA now. You'll look back on it and you'll be like, he was FaceTiming us, I think, last night, and I was like, oh my God.
How's he doing out there first couple weeks?
He's having a good time. He's got a bunch of friends there and all that. He went to the Apple Festival, not Apple, like the orchard. Like an orchard, some Apple Festival out there, not far from LA, up in the mountains, I guess. So yeah, seems like he's having a good time, and we're gonna go out there and visit. I think his brother's going out there sometime.
Youngins need to get out of their parents' homes.
Yeah, they grow up. They're not going to be kids forever.
I got out at 19, and I could not imagine I couldn't imagine living with my parents longer than I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not as much motivation, but I'm telling you, you won't regret having kids if you put the investment in there. It's not a bad thing, and I know a lot of people nowadays don't want to do it, but think like Elon Musk. Have as many babies as you can.
Oh God.
Okay, stop with that.
That one there. Now we're going too far.
Stop with that. Don't breed like a rat. Okay, you can't afford it.
He can afford it. He's the richest man on the planet. Yeah.
That's what I'm pointing. That's what I'm getting to.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of people who aren't and do, and you end up with a clusterfuck of a family.
Yes.
So you have to raise your children, and you got to be a man. You have to show them how to be a man.
You have to be able to pay for your children.
Yes. Don't let the TV raise your kids.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
Absolutely.
going to go after we had our family raising.
Oh,
Yes,
God, it's
absolutely.
getting late.
I'm going to let these guys tell you how you can support them really quick. Let's start with Babyface P.
Chrome, Vandium Arms. I have gotten super busy in the last 2 weeks, but that doesn't mean that I can't do a project for you. So if you want something done, again, it's all right there.
Yep,
Phone
you can
number,
Google them.
Google or 352-642-9681. Give me a call, send me an email, and I'm happy to take on any projects y'all got.
Boom, there you go. And then Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms.
I'm going to burp. There we go.
Okay, now we're like the unsubscribed podcast now. We got full
You know what?
full
I
burps
will.
going.
Drink some bourbon, talk some shit. People
Smoke some
subscribe.
cigars.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, Safety Harbor Firearms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Bumble. Play her a little bit from the past. Anyways, Dirtfoot Racing, same places. Money bike stuff. Sten Parts, stenparts.com. Check it out.
All right, awesome. Big thanks to everyone for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. Whether you watch us here on Rumble or you watch us on YouTube, we appreciate you doing it. Don't forget to smash those thumbs ups. We'll see you guys next week. We are out of here. Let me make sure I press all the buttons. Press the buttons.
Send those